are some of your most favorite memories? For me, it is going on family vacations. I can remember as a kid going on these family vacations, these road trips with my brothers, my mom and dad, and having all these adventures, and then telling and retelling the stories over the years to even today our kids, my brother's kids and my kids, they can retell the stories verbatim. And our kids call the stories old timers. So today, as an adult, making memories through family vacations is very important to me. I'm going to tell you some of the highlights of recent vacations, and hopefully they'll conjure up good memories for you guys. One of the first vacations I took when my daughters were young, we went to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we went to this restaurant that had this pool, and from a boy from Oklahoma who had never seen an alligator, this was a pretty neat place. Because in this pool they had all these alligators. They had big alligators, small alligators, baby alligators. But they actually let us pick up and hold the baby alligators. My daughters got to hold and pet them, and that was pretty neat. That was a good memory. Then there was the time we went to Corpus Christi, Texas, and we went out on a fishing boat, and I actually caught a shark. Caught it with a rod and reel. We spent all day out on the boat. So by the end of the day, we were sunburned head to toe. And that night we were slashing on the aloe vera. And the very next day, we didn't feel like doing anything but sitting in a cold, dark theater and just watching a movie and enjoying time together. And we did that for the next couple of days. But those are wonderful memories. Then there was the time we went to the Grand Cayman Islands. And they had this, what's called a stingray tour. Now this was before the guy from Australia was killed by stingray. But they took us out on a boat, and there was this shallow part of the sea, and we got out, and we got to wade out into the water, and the stingrays are swimming all around us, and the tour guide actually grabbed this stingray, brought it over to my daughter to let her pet it, and the tail went slapping around and slapped her in the face, and she cried and got hit. But it was now looking back, it's a funny story, and she recounts the story of how she survived death from the stingray. And then there was the time my wife and I took a special trip ourselves. It was on Valentine's Day. We went to Las Vegas, and we were waiting in the casino. We were going to attend a show, and we're visiting at a video poker game, and I'm pumping a few quarters in as we're talking, and the next thing you know, I hear this ding, 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 ding. And I hit a royal flush and won $2 grand. That was a great memory. But I tell you all these stories because these particular vacations would have never happened had not, back when we lived in Seattle, my wife got a random call from a telemarketer congratulating her that we had just won a free vacation. All we had to do was come in and listen to their spiel about vacations. So I made it perfectly clear to her, we'll go and listen to this spiel, but there is no way, absolutely no way we're going to be buying anything. We'll go in and listen, hear their spiel, we'll walk out with a free vacation to Disneyland. But I got to tell you, their spiel was very similar to this speech, maybe a little bit better. But they focused on making memories with your family and what that can mean throughout the years. So by the end of the pitch, I had signed on the dotted line, and we walked out with, basically it was a vacation package where you get 1 to 2 weeks per year in a condo anywhere in the United States. And now we make memories with my family every year. Thank you. All right.